Let's stay in the association. The Cavaliers, we know they've been struggling 8-10 since the All-Star break. They have given up the #1 seed to the Celtics. Today at shoot-around, Kyrie Irving was asked about the difficulties the Cavs have faced since the All-Star break.
It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy because we played a certain way for a while, and integrating our great pieces back in, as great as we all are as professionals, and you play for a certain way for a certain amount of time, and you kind of get comfortable, you get set in your ways, and I got to do my best as a point guard to integrate JR and K-Love back and then get our starting five back to having the continuity. It hasn't been perfect, to say the least. It's definitely been some ups and downs, some disagreements, but as adults and professionals, we just have to figure it out. And I think it just starts with our practice habits and what we demand out of each other and just holding each other accountable.
Do you like what you're hearing from Kyrie taking some ownership, saying, hey, I know these guys have been injured, JR and Kevin Love, I got to get them back going. Do you think that's the #1 priority, though, with Kyrie trying to make sure the starting five is on the same page?
Well, obviously it's not the #1 priority. They haven't played good defense, and obviously it starts with him. He's not necessarily a great defender. He's going to have to get better defensively. J.R. Smith is a guy that turned himself into a very good defensive player. He's not back there. Right now you only got really 2 guys on that team that are really buying in on the defensive end, and that's LeBron James and Tristan Thompson. So you got to get everybody back on the same page defensively. And also with Cleveland, they rely on a three-point shot now a lot by adding so many three-point shooters. They've kind of changed their game a little bit from last year as far as attacking the basket. They got to get back to attacking the basket. LeBron James, we always talked about how every year he's trying to improve his post-up game. Not seeing a lot of post-ups from him. He got going there from the three-point line a little bit after All-Star break, kind of fell low with. He struggled lately now from the three-point line. And his free throw shooting's bad. It's not just about LeBron. So they got to get back solid. Obviously, top to bottom from the roster, they're the best team in the Eastern Conference. And I think T. Lue is playing too many guys. You can't make everybody happy. I think you got to wait on the matchups when they come playoff time and figure out who you're going to play. But right now, you got to get you 8, 9 guys that you trust and the rotation down that you like.
Okay.
Amon Shumpert's not been in the lineup the way he has because you got Darren Williams. So his minutes, are you going to be able to play Kyle Korver? That's from that three-point shooting. Are you going to rely on that and try to balance it out a little bit? Those are the questions that they have. So they got some big problems ahead of them because he has to get a lineup. Every night we're seeing 10, 11, 12 guys in the box score. You can't win games like that unless you're blowing teams out. You got to get a rotation down, and they should be at that rotation right now when you're talking about 8, 9 games left in the season.
Yeah, it is the home stretch. But do you feel confident that they could fix the problems on the defensive end and breeze through the Eastern Conference in the playoffs?
Yeah, because there's nobody in the East. It'll be different if it was a Steph Curry, a Kevin Durant, a Kawhi Leonard, a James Harden, a Russell Westbrook that they had to go against in the East. It's no guy. You can't give me a guy on the roster in the Eastern Conference. I mean, John Wall's having an exceptional year.
Right.
But really, besides him, that can really go out and win multiple games in the playoff series, I don't think no guy can do that in the Eastern Conference. So they won't face that. I think they can make it tough on themselves and make it a tougher route, where last year we saw them cruise to the finals. If they don't get it together, it'll be a little tougher because Boston's gotten better and Washington's got obviously a lot better. So it'll be a tougher thing, but nobody can beat them in the East.